Do-over.
Fine. How do you feel now?
Miserable.
Why is that?
Because I'm alive. Contrast is a real thing. I was happy 2 days ago.
You were happy? Tell me about that.
I fell in love.
For 2 whole days?
For 2 whole days.
What happened?
It completed its round and went back to the basics.
And what are the basics?
Seriously? You're asking me that?
I'm seriously asking you.
The foundation of life is misery. However much it diverts in the moment, it always makes its way back to the basics.
Why can't it be the other way around?
You mean to say the foundation of life is the opposite of misery?
Why not?
Said no philosopher ever. Seriously, the Buddha would frown upon you.
Tell me about her. Does it bother you to talk about her?
Her was misplaced. Her could have just as easily been a puppy or an ice cream sundae. Anything to momentarily distract myself.
Distract you from...
The basics of life. Which is...
misery.
It's getting closer.
A woman can hardly be compared to a pet or a dessert for that matter.
Your plant's been near death for almost a week now.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
I don't know.
Does it bother you?
Not particularly. I said it didn't.
Well, it bothers me.
Why?
Because it's neither dead nor alive.
It's almost be or it's almost not be. That is the question.
If it's alive, it should be green and fully alive. There's no point in being half alive.
So it can bleed green blood in the end?
Precisely. In the end. Now, where were we?
A woman can hardly be compared to a pet, or dessert for that matter.
Correct.
Why'd you buy the plant?
We're not here to talk about me.
Well, I want to know.
Because it natched my nails at the time.
Anything to momentarily distract yourself, huh?
It feels good to care for something.
Is that why people get dogs or have kids? Only they don't. The distraction wears off. It always wears off, no matter what. Case in point.
I didn't neglect my children.
Were you there 100%?
Yes, when they needed me.
With the whole of your existence? Was a part of you somewhere else?
Does it matter?
It does.
Nobody is capable of that kind of devotion.
It's getting closer.
I'm aware.
I'd like to have a conversation.
Isn't that what we're doing?
No, you're pity talking.
I don't pity you.
What made you happy?
My work, family.
Did you ever want to be alone?
Sometimes.
Like the kind of alone where another planet crashes into Earth and all of humanity is wiped away, and you just happen to be the sole survivor?
No, not that kind of alone. Although I did watch this one Twilight Zone episode and fantasized about the world ending and leaving behind just me and a library of books.
It's 5:10.
I don't mind staying a little longer.
Do-over.
How do you feel?
Numb?
Ask me.
How do you feel?
I've felt numb for a decade now. That's my basic.
And you were fine living like that?
It's a choice, isn't it?
And your husband?
Hardly ever suspected a thing.
There should be a law against that. People living under the same roof and they hardly know each other.
Well, you never really know what another person is thinking, do you? Unless you take a hammer and crack open their skull to see what's inside.
You've hardly written anything.
This stopped being about you a long time ago. I should give you your money back.
Tomorrow?
Are we all the same then?
Well, we all bleed red, don't we? It's a meaningless ending to a meaningless existence.